I was halfway home from my shift at the mill when the road dipped into the stretch locals call Dead Men's Bend. Blackridge Hollow is the kind of place where streetlights stop 2 miles just before the houses do. Once you hit the tree line, it's just you, your headlights, and whatever the dark decides to show you. It was quiet tonight, calm. The kind of calm that makes you roll the window down just to hear the crickets and the gravel under your tires. I wasn't thinking about anything except getting home. A plate of leftover Chinese and a warm shower were practically calling my name. Then something pale flickered in the ditch. I didn't react at first. Out here you see deer, coyotes, and even the occasional stray dog, but this thing didn't move like any of those. It didn't dart away or freeze in the beams. It stood up, slowly, like it had been crouched there for waiting for me to pass. My stomach dropped. The shape was wrong, too long, too low to the ground, even when upright. I eased my foot on the gas. That's when it dropped on all fours and kept pace with my car. Not running, not sprinting, just gliding alongside me. Its limbs moving in smooth, unnatural rhythm that made my skin crawl. I didn't get a clear look at its face, just the hollow shine of something reflecting my headlights. I hit 80. It stayed with me. I hit 90. It tilted its head, like it was listening to the engine. That was when the calm snapped clean in half. I didn't look again. I just drove. I've been home maybe 20 minutes. I'm writing this from my kitchen table because I do not want to go near the windows again. Not after what I saw. When I pulled into my driveway, everything looked normal. The porch light buzzed like it always does. The gravel crushed under my tires, and the house sat there in the dark like it had every night for the last 5 years. I lived here. I kept telling myself I'd imagine that thing on the road. It was either the trick of my headlights or my tired state, or a deer with manage of some other disease. But then I heard it, my footsteps, not just footsteps, my footsteps, the exact rhythm I make when walking across the gravel, heavy on the heel, slight drag on the right side, and from an old ankle sprain. They were coming from outside beyond the forest, in the dark, slow, deliberate, pacing around my house. I froze, didn't breathe, didn't move. I was paralyzed with fear. No matter how hard I tried to rush for the porch, I couldn't. But that's when I heard it. My voice. Hello? The pitch, the tone, the timing. It was all right, except for the breath. It was wrong. The breath stayed behind. The voice was wrong. Too steady, too smooth. Like someone was trying to copy a sound without understanding how lungs work. Then it said it again. Hello. This time the distortion slipped through. A tiny crackle at the end of the word, like a recording being stretched over something that shouldn't be able to speak. Then finally, I gained control of my body, feeling the adrenaline practically shooting through my body, coating my legs and forcing me forward, hopefully to safety of my home. I grabbed the handle of the front door, cold metal filling me with safety. In one swift motion, opened and entered, closed and locked it. I stood at the locked door for a couple of seconds, catching my breath. I didn't look outside. I couldn't. The gravel shifted again. Just one step. And then everything was silent. I'm still listening. I don't think it left. I don't know how long I've been sitting in the kitchen. Since my last update to this subreddit, the blue glare of my laptop screen and the fear surging through my body are the only things keeping my weak body awake. The house felt too quiet, like the walls were holding their breath with me. Eventually, I worked up the nerve not to look outside, just to move. My legs were stiff, my hands shaking so bad I had to brace myself on the counter. I kept telling myself I'd imagine this voice, that stress can make you hear things, that maybe the footsteps were just an echo off the garage. Then the motion light flicked on in the yard. I didn't look at it, I didn't want to, but the glow crept across the kitchen floor, and curiosity got the better of me. I edged toward the window, slow as I could, and peeked through the corner of the curtain. There was someone standing in the yard, not moving, not shifting, just standing there in the cold white light. It took me a second to understand what I was seeing. It was my silhouette. Same height, same build, same posture I had earlier when I was leaning against my truck after getting home. It wasn't facing the house. It wasn't facing away. It was angled, like it was trying to figure out which way I'd been looking. It blinked, and it changed. Not closer, not farther, just different. The head tilted, the shoulders slumped, like it was trying out poses, trying to match me. I backed away from the window so fast I nearly tripped over a chair. My heart was pounding so loud I thought I could hear it. I didn't dare look again. I didn't want to see what the shape. I didn't want to see what it tried next. That's when I heard it, a soft scream on the sliding, then another, then another. It was circling the house, slow, measured, on all fours. I could hear the weight of it, heavy but controlled. Moving from window to window, every few steps it made a sound. Sometimes my footsteps, sometimes my breathing. Sometimes that warped stretch, hello, that made my skin crawl. It was learning me, piece by piece, sound by sound. I don't know how long it circled. Long enough for the motion light to shut off, long enough for the house to feel like it was shrinking around me. Then everything went quiet. I thought maybe it had left. I almost believed it. Until the porch boards creaked, not under its weight, under mine. The exact sound I make when I step on the porch after work. The same rhythm, the same pressure, the same groan of old wood. Then right outside the door, in a voice almost like mine, but stretched thin, like something pulling skin over a drum, it said, "Let me in." Not angry, not demanding, just hungry. That's when I understood the truth. It doesn't want to break in. It doesn't need to. It wants me to open the door. It wants me to be afraid enough to make a mistake. It wants the hunt to feel real. And it's patient. Older than this town. Older than anything that should be alive in these woods. I can hear it breathing on the other side of the door now. Slow, steady, practicing. If anyone finds this, don't come looking for me. Don't come to Black Ridge Hollow. Don't follow the gravel road past Deadman's Bend. It's still out there, and it knows my voice too well. Hey guys, Autistic Reaper here. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please feel free to leave a like, comment, and please share, as well as please support the channel by subscribing. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much, and goodbye for now.